Now Cousins.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Isaac Yianum in there to pick it. And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And Boswell's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Cousins.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Carr going to throw. His throw incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll roll him out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Carr's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's brought down.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris
with touchdown number 23 here on the year.
And the Steelers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Cousins.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Carr now on 1st down.
That swung out wide to Harris.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the give, this is Harris. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Harris. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 52 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. First down, here's the run with Cook. Into the secondary, past the 40. And all the way up to the 46. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down now. It's Cook. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Now Carr.
He gets it complete to Harris.
And he will have a Steelers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5.
Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
They turn to the fullback, Gillespie. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Second down and 8.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot, and the Steelers have won the game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all